Hi, my name is Dustin and I'm a skateboarder. I've been a skateboarder for 35 years. I started in 1987 and I quickly became very obsessed with it. Um, I skated throughout elementary school into middle school. I saw a very dramatic change in skating happen between like the late 80s and the early 90s and into the mid 90s. Uh, by the late 90s, I was starting to become pretty ambitious about skating and wanted to get sponsored and had dreams of going pro and things like that. But in the end, in my early 20s, I got injured pretty severely from repeatedly spraining both ankles for years. My ligaments in my right ankle, which is my front foot, since I skate goofy footed, were stretched and torn to the point where it was really unstable. And I had an option at the time to get surgery, but I decided not to. And it's just sort of been that way ever since. So I had to really readjust my skating and started to wear an ankle brace and lost a lot of my tricks, which was a very difficult process. But in the end, it allowed me to adapt to different types of skating. I started skating parks and transitions more and bowls, and was fairly content, but I didn't have that spark or that fire burning inside of me for skating like I had before. So it was just still something that I enjoyed doing, but it wasn't until the pandemic that I started to explore a new facet of skating and a new scene that I wasn't very familiar with, and that was freestyle skating. So freestyle was, definitely around when I started, and I knew about Rodney, I knew about Pear and Kevin Harris just from the Bones Brigade videos, but in the 90s it was pretty much non-existent. It wasn't on anyone's radar, and I didn't start to really notice it again until I was surfing on YouTube in the 2020s and came across Mike Osterman and Walt Skateboarding and a few other web resources. That really got me interested. I'm also very interested in Japanese culture, and I've been studying Japanese for a couple of years, so I was delighted to find that freestyle skating had a strong presence and a strong scene in Japan. So my journey as a skateboarder has led me to this point where freestyle skating has become, a passion for me, and it's been great because I feel like I've fallen in love with skating again in a new way. And learning about freestyle was very humbling because you're kind of starting from scratch, and I've found the scene to be very inviting. I've found the people to be very friendly and welcoming, and it's just a fascinating scene. It's removed from what I would consider the skate mainstream. I wouldn't consider it to be like a stylish or hip or cool style of skating, and it probably never was, but there's something about it that's very pure and very intriguing. And I've gotten to the point now in my life where I'm 42 years old. I usually skate by myself, and I don't want to get hurt, and I don't want to attract attention, so freestyle really is a great solution for me. And I've met a great community here where I live in the San Francisco Bay Area of California. And I don't know, skating is an awesome, part of who I am, and I'm very thankful for it, and very thankful for freestyle skating because it's given my skate outlook sort of a new dimension to consider. And I'm very grateful for what freestyle skating has to offer that's different than street skating and different than transition, and it's just this really unique ecosystem within skating. It's kind of like a hidden gem, and I feel like lucky that I discovered it. So for anyone who's a skateboarder and who's just wanting to try something new, something that's challenging and very addictive, then you should definitely give freestyle skating a try. And I want to give a shout out to the San Francisco Skate Meetup crew and all my friends, and I hope that I'll see you out there.